Hey there, future disruptors and dream chasers. Welcome to the video that's about to blow the lid off the startup world's best kept secrets. Today, we're diving deep into how startup founders really make their millions, or sometimes billions. We've all heard the stories, right? College dropouts coding in garages, suddenly worth more than small countries. But is that the whole story? Spoiler alert, it's not even close, so grab your notepad, fire up that entrepreneurial spirit, and let's uncover the truth behind startup riches. Secret number 1, the long game of equity. First up, the most talked about way founders get wealthy, equity. But here's the kicker, it's not as simple as owning a chunk of your company and waiting for the cash to roll in. Imagine this, you start your company. You own 100% of, basically nothing. As you grow, you dilute your ownership by taking on investors. Your slice of the pie gets smaller, but the whole pie gets bigger. The real payday? It comes years down the line when you either go public through an IPO, get acquired by a bigger fish, or, rarely, buy back shares when you're profitable. Let's break these down. IPO, initial public offering, this is when your company goes public. Selling shares on the stock market. Suddenly, your equity has a very real, very public value. But remember, there's usually a lockup period where you can't sell right away. Acquisition, a bigger company buys yours. This can mean a massive cash out for founders, but it often comes with golden handcuffs. You might have to stick around for a few years. Share buyback, this is rare, but if your company is profitable enough, you might buy back shares from investors, increasing your ownership and wealth. But here's the reality check, only a tiny fraction of startups make it this far. For every Facebook, there are thousands of forgotten failures. Remember, folks, equity is potential money. It's not cash in the bank until one of these exit events happens. And that can take years, we're talking 5, 10, sometimes even 15 years of hard work. Secret number 2, the salary surprise. Now, here's something that might shock you. Many founders do pay themselves a salary. I know, crazy, right? Early on, it's often barely enough to scrape by. We're talking ramen noodle budgets here. But as the company grows, so can the salary. Let's break it down by stages. Seed stage, founders might pay themselves just enough to cover basic living expenses. We're talking $40,000 to $75,000 a year, depending on the location and cost of living. Series A, as the company raises more money and shows promise, salaries might bump up to the $80,000 to $120,000 range. Growth stage, once the company is really taking off, founders' salaries can jump to $150,000 to $250,000 or even higher. Here's the insider tip, a reasonable salary can actually make your startup more attractive to investors. It shows you're in it for the long haul, not just looking for a quick flip. We want to see founders who can focus on growing the business, not worrying about making rent. A fair salary shows commitment and stability. Abdul Ahad, partner at Abdul Ventures, but remember, every dollar you pay yourself is a dollar not going into growing the business. It's a delicate balance. Secret number 3, the side hustle shuffle. Hold on to your hats, because this is where it gets interesting. Many founders don't rely solely on their startup for income. They're masters of the side hustle. We're talking speaking engagements, consulting gigs, writing books, creating courses, podcasting, angel investing. These not only bring in extra cash but also boost the founder's personal brand. It's a win-win. Let's look at some real-world examples. Speaking engagements, top founders can command speaking fees anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 or more per event. That's some serious side cash. Books and courses, a successful book or course can generate passive income for years. Think 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel or Y Combinator's Startup School. Consulting, founders with specialized knowledge can charge hundreds or even thousands per hour for their expertise. But here's the catch, these side gigs take time. Time that could be spent growing the main business. It's a balancing act, and not every investor is thrilled about founders having side hustles. Secret number 4, the investor's hat. Ready for this bombshell? Successful founders often become investors themselves. They take their hard-earned insights and cash, then sprinkle them across other startups. It's like planting seeds for future money trees. Some even join venture capital firms or start their own. This strategy can lead to exponential wealth growth. One successful investment can fund 10 more, and suddenly, you're playing in the big leagues. Let's look at some founder-turned-investor success stories. Marc Andreessen, co-founder of Netscape, now runs one of the most successful VC firms in Silicon Valley. Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, was an early investor in Facebook, turning a $500,000 investment into billions. Alexis Ohanian, co-founder of Reddit, now runs his own VC firm, investing in early-stage startups. But remember, investing is risky. For every big win, there are many losses. It takes skill, network, and often, a good bit of luck. Secret number 5, the lifestyle hack. Now, let's talk about the sneaky way founders increase their wealth by decreasing their expenses. Catered meals at the office? That's money saved on food. Company car for business use? No auto payments, travel to conferences? Hello, free vacations? I mean, networking opportunities, health and wellness benefits? Say goodbye to gym membership fees, education stipends? Continuous learning on the company's dime. These perks might not show up on a bank statement, but they sure do add up. Let's do some quick math. Daily catered lunch, $15 per day x 250 workdays equals $3,750 per year. Gym membership, $100 per month equals $1,200 per year. Conference trips, $5,000 per year. Conservative estimate. Car lease, $500 per month equals $6,000 per year. That's nearly $16,000 in benefits, and we're just scratching the surface. But here's the thing, these perks aren't just about saving money. They're about creating a culture, attracting talent, and yes, making the founder's life a bit more comfortable during those 80-hour work weeks. Secret number 6, the exit package. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention, the exit package. When a company gets acquired or goes public, founders often negotiate sweet deals for themselves. We're talking retention bonuses, performance-based earnouts, accelerated vesting of shares, new stock options in the acquiring company. Some famous examples: when Facebook acquired WhatsApp, the founders not only got billions in stock but also $3 billion in restricted stock units just to stick around for a few years. When Amazon bought Zappos, founder Tony C negotiated to keep the company culture intact, along with his position and a hefty payment. These packages can add millions or even billions to a founder's net worth, on top of the acquisition price or IPO proceeds. The reality check. Alright, it's time for some real talk. For every founder sipping champagne on their yacht, there are hundreds nursing their wounds after their startup crashed and burned. The failure rate is high, the stress is real, and the journey is tough. 72% of entrepreneurs are directly or indirectly affected by mental health issues. Founders are twice as likely to suffer from depression than the general population. 50% of entrepreneurs report feeling lonely in their work life. Most founders work insane hours, sacrifice their personal lives, and live with constant uncertainty. It's not just about the money, it's a passion, a drive to create something meaningful. There were nights I couldn't sleep, wondering if we'd make payroll. Anonymous founder: I missed my kids' first steps because I was pitching to investors. Another founder: but for those who make it? The rewards can be life-changing, not just financially, but in terms of impact and personal growth. Wrapping up, so there you have it, the real deal on how startup founders make their money. It's not just about building a product and cashing out. It's a complex dance of equity, salary, side gigs, investments, perks, and smart exit strategies. To recap, equity is the big game, but it's a long and risky one. Salaries grow with the company, side hustles can provide extra income and brand building. Many founders become investors themselves. Lifestyle perks can significantly reduce expenses. Exit packages can be the icing on the cake. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you surprised by any of these methods? Maybe you're a founder with your own money-making secrets? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation going. And hey, if you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more startup insights. We're just getting started. Remember, in the world of startups, knowledge is power. And you? You've just powered up. Now go out there and build something amazing.